proved to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance going to put it up right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Okay, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with McCaffrey off the option, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Let's go now. 50 red. 50 red. Ultra. Go ultra.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 5.
Blue striker.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lance on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll check this down to Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They run with Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Allen now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now Allen again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Going
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
On play action, Lance.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Get 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Gold is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
This is Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking credit. Switch. 36.
Here's Hines.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They run again with Hines. And some space here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen steps away to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now it's Hines. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Now Lance. finding Samuel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Down. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Black Ultra.
Here's Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Red, yellow.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. No disguise needed, a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back. I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Oh, yes,
game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kill, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings you never. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she is back. Finna, guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell. Getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't. Cough drop, tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tú estás. Tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jet sweep, Garoppolo taps it forward. Second and 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A few things better than a big man interception.
You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson, 73 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive.
There he goes right side. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel, 76 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1.
Play action, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
After the sack on first down, Cousins being chased out left. Open here, Adam Thielen.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, 22 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Red. Cycle. Hey, red. 58. Striker.
Lance looks to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, fourth and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick six the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
But, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. Finding room at midfield. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 2nd down, Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Yellow, go. Cluster, 6.
Lance looking to throw it. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
In your face.
Yellow.
58's the money. 58's the money. Too little, Captain. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the money.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check nickel.
Claws ran.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Crash. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
54's mark. 54's mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Second turn defense. Second turn defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Best revenge. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mariota to throw for it on 4th.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On play action, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action now. Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners would jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Mariota on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, 66 yards.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mariota.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From the 6.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing, Mariota.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mariota now from the 50. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, come on. 12.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
They go with McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
21.
Right there, 54, right there.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. In motion left goes Jennings.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mariota on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zacchaeus with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 21. Here we go.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. The ball comes out. And the Falcons grab it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now they'll throw with Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't.
Cordero Patterson, 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Again, Patterson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And the slot man goes in motion left.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep a in a degree.